All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 2 of fractions. Same question. This one's going to be a doozy, though. Good question. What I mean is going to be a doozy is we're going to have a bit of work in front of us. But it's nice work because we're going to work all with fractions. Let's start. Our first step from our last video to this video is identical. Do distributive property with a third. So we multiply our first term inside of brackets by a third and our second term inside of brackets by a third. 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 4 is 12, and then a third of 6 is 2. We did the same thing as we did in our last video. Reduce our 3 over 12 fraction to 1 over 4. Good, so we did that. Don't worry about all those red brackets right now. I just want you to see that we took this 3 over 12, reduced it to 1 over 4. Now, we have to do, remember back in grade 7, lowest common denominator. We have to look at all our denominators. Let's switch red here. Let's go to green. All our denominators. What is my lowest common denominator? It is 4. So we have our lowest common denominator is 4. We have to multiply each term by 4. So let's go ahead and multiply each term by 4. That's every single term, left side and right side. So we'll go ahead and do that. Why are we multiplying it by 4? Because we're going to remove the fraction. So I'm going 4 times 7 over 2, 4 times 2, 4 times 1 quarter x, 4 times 1 half, 4 times 3 quarters. But when I do that, I do something called cross canceling. And we reviewed that last week when we looked at distributive property, or it could have been earlier this week. Sorry, it's late right now. So I cross cancel. And that's what we're going to do in this step right here together. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 2 times. That's my cross canceling. Next step below, I will go over step by step. So on this green right here I have, and we'll use, let's try this blue right here. Or no, let's take that dotted line. 4 goes into 4 once. So I put a 1. 4 goes into 4 once. 1 times 3x. And my answer is right below 3x. Let's try do it in black. 2 goes into 2 once. Your denominator is always going to be 1. 2 goes into 4 2 times. Have it right there. 2 times 1 is 2. That's that 2 right there. 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 4 once. 1 times 1 is 1. My x comes right down. There is no denominator, so I'm just going to go 2 times 4. Ah, Mr. North, that's wrong. There is a denominator. It's 1. Well done. You guys are correct. So then I'm going to go 1 goes into 1 once. 1 goes into 4 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. Looking at me like, come on, Mr. North, that's the same answer. Yeah, but process, right? Process is so important for us. 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 7 times 2 is 14. Great. Through lowest common denominator and cross canceling, we removed all the fractions. Like it, now we do same side like terms in our 8 and negative 14. 8 minus 14 is 6. 3x minus 2 equals x minus 6. Same side like terms, good, done it. Now we do inverse operation, inverse. Go back to red, balance. 2 minus 2 is 0, 6 minus 2 is negative 4. Restate question. 3x equals x minus 4. Same step. Inverse operation, right here, inverse on the right side. Have to balance on the left side. 3x minus x equals 2x. Restate. Great. We divide both sides by 2 because we have to isolate our variable. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. So our solution is the same as our decimal question. Should be. Good, did that solution. Doesn't matter the way. There's another way we could do it too, ladies and gentlemen. There's a few other ways, but this is 2 possible ways. But now I'm going to go ahead and verify. But look at all that work. This time I am not going to switch anything to decimals. I'm going to do it all 100% with fractions. We all know our first step. Our first step is substitution. So go ahead and substitute. I did my substitution right here. There's my negative 2, and there's my negative 2. Order of operation states I have to do these brackets on the numerator. 3 times negative 2, negative 6. I have to do my first step inside the brackets. So inside these 2 brackets, right there. And that's multiply inside. 3 times negative 2, negative 6. Good, did that. Then I did lowest common denominator here. 2 and 4. 1/2 is 2/4. Now I did inside my brackets. I think I did step by step there. So we did that left side. Negative 6 minus 2, negative 8. And then I went negative 6 over 4 plus 6 is 9 over 2. Okay, because I'm taking it away from 6 wholes. So I get 9 over 2. Now my left side's already all done. So then I have to go 1 times 9 is 9, 2 times 3 is 6. Good. Now I'm doing lowest common denominator. And this one's a good example right here. Lowest common denominator, a lot of people would have said, oh, let's go 2 times 3 is 6, 7 times 3 is 21, 21 over 6. We always want to reduce fractions. So let's reduce that fraction. 9 over 6 reduces to 3 over 2. Now our denominators are the same. So now I could go 3 minus 7, 3 plus negative 7, negative 4. Negative 8 over 4 equals negative 8 over 4 equals negative 4 over 2. So then we look at left side equals right side when I divide out. If you see it right here, good, you're done. Left side equals right side. But I divide out, negative 2 equals negative 2. Left side equals right side, scroll all the way back up. Our verification is correct. Hope that helped. Any questions, always email Lewis or myself, or else send us a private chat in Google Classroom. Let me know how the notes are going, any assistance you need. Take care, everybody.